Hi, it's Chris. In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the door catch on your GE dryer. It's a fairly easy repair. It just requires a few basic hand tools. Keep in mind, if your machine needs to be repaired, it's usually simple enough to do it yourself. Visit PartSelect.com, enter your model number, and quickly find and order the part you need. Now, some of the reasons why you'd probably be looking to replace this catch is typically when they break, the door will no longer stay closed. Or they'll be worn enough just from normal operation that running a load of laundry, especially a full load, will actually push the door open, the dryer shuts off, and when you come back down, your clothes are still damp. So the first thing we want to do in order to replace the catch is, of course, turn off the power to the dryer. So we're just going to basically take the power cord and unplug it from the outlet, or if your dryer is hardwired in, you're going to want to turn off your circuit breaker or remove the fuse if that's what it has. If your dryer catch is actually broken from the door being closed probably a little firmly than it should have been, if they break, they'll sometimes just fall right down inside. So when you notice that the door is not closing properly, you may find that there's an opening that looks just like this where the catch used to be. If that's the case, all you need to do is to take your new catch and push it into the opening until it snaps in place. If your catch is just worn out and is still in place, then we need to go to the steps of actually removing the front and taking the catch out and replacing it. So to gain access to the door catch, the first thing we need to do is remove the top. So with the door open, we can access the two screws that go up through and hold this top on. Now the screws are removed, we're able to lift the top off. We'll set that to one side. So now that we have the top off, we're just going to remove the two screws that are coming in from this direction that hold the front on. So there, now we have one screw out, we'll take the one out in the other corner. Now I'm going to keep a little bit of pressure on the front, pushing it towards the cabinet, because once the screw comes out, this whole front piece is going to want to come forward. And if you're not aware that's what's about to happen, then the whole front could basically just fall right off onto the floor. So now I'm just going to pull the front out from away from the cabinet, and when I do that, I'm going to be removing the front bearing mount that supports the drum. So the drum is going to want to drop a little bit, and that's okay. It can't go far, but it just drops that little tiny bit. So now that we have the front tipped forward, we can see where our electrical wires that go to our door switch are located. So we're just going to swing this little panel out of our way so we can get at those wires. So this door switch can take 3 wires on some models, and others just use 2. So you'll just want to make note as to where those wires are located on the switch before you remove them. Then it's just a matter of removing these wires. And now we can remove this whole front assembly right off the dryer itself. So now that we have our front door panel off and we've got it turned around, I just have it leaning against the dryer. The catch itself is actually in behind this plastic piece, so we're going to remove that next. So to remove this lower bearing shield, it's very easy to do. There's no screws that hold it. It's just pressed onto this opening. It is plastic, so you have to be a little gentle with it so you don't crack and split it, especially on an older machine that's seen a lot of use and has become a little bit more brittle. But you just take a hold of it, and what you want to do is just start to pull it off the front of the dryer. And you can just lay that right out of your way. So there's our worn out catch right there. So now all we're going to do is take a pair of needle nose pliers and just squeeze that clip together. So now that we've been able to squeeze that from the back, we're just going to push that through and take that worn catch right out of there. So you can see it's just that easy to pop the catch out of your GE dryer. So now to install the new catch, it's very easy. You're just going to bring it into position, apply a little bit of pressure, and it'll pop right in. Now that that's installed, it's just a matter of reassembling it. So before we install this lower vent housing, it's an ideal time to clean it out. There's always going to be lint that gets caught up and stuck to it. So it's a good idea to clean that out. Without that, it just allows air to move through even better. So now that we got it cleaned up a little bit, we're just going to put it back into position. And you'll want to make sure you get this tab in behind the metal. Same thing on this side. Just move that plastic tab in behind the metal frame, like that. And then just push it into place. So now that we have that housing popped back into place, now all we need to do is just turn the front of it back around, take our wires and hook them up to our light switch, slip the cover back over to protect the wires. And now we'll be bringing our front back up, re-securing it. So now it's just a matter of bringing the front back into position. I'm going to take hold of the top of the dryer drum and just raise it a little bit. So I'm just going to slide the front in, get it set into place, and now I just need to put my screws back into the corners. Now we're just going to bring the top back up. We're just going to lock it into the tabs for the console. Now that the top's on, we just need to open our door, put our 2 screws back in to secure the top in place. And that's how easy it is to replace the catch on your GE dryer.